Sane anime characters are good, but most of the time, we like to see the ones who break the formula, take that extra step, let their minds go bonkers, and then make sure the entire anime is turned into a bloodbath. So in this list, we're going to see 10 such anime psychopaths who are low on the psycho meter, but still manage to win our sympathy and preference. Without wait, let's dive right into the video. When you normally see a little girl, you know the chances of her being a psychopath are very low. But then, you should remember that this is anime we're speaking about here. And then, that will be fine. Things only start to turn upside down when you realize that this girl has psychic powers. Not just the good old psychic stuff, we're talking about the power to slash your opponent's skin simply by thinking about it. What's sad is that she was made this way because of the actions of humans. So in a certain way, you can feel she's given the justice they deserve. Put Lucy in a room and twist her brain in the wrong way, and the next thing you know, you've got the world's finest human blood porridge.
This isn't real! This isn't real! You don't made this for me! She's the one I love, not you!
Goodbye.
Stop it!
You want the best anime girlfriend? Oh wait, did I mention she comes packed with knives, bloodlust, superior complex, jealousy, mental instability, and everything else that comes with that? You know Gasai may be your ideal girlfriend, plus bodyguard, but that's until she starts to feel jealous about someone. You're speaking too much with another girl, the next thing you know, she's in a body bag. You know, it's the definition of yandere, the killing kind, I mean. She would do anything to protect you, and by that, anything may have no moral bounds. Killing a couple of people just to protect you? That's just a walk in the park for her. Mirai Nikki put her in a death game, so you can clearly tell how much she enjoyed it.
まあその心意気は買いますけれど、こちらの方。味方、もろとも。
Normally, rabbits are the cute creatures. At least you can have that mentality until a man in a bunny costume starts bringing back people from the dead and then killing others brutally. Yep, that's Usagi in one sentence. This man has no moral or ethical bounds. And like Lucy or Yuno, we have very little explanation of his past, which makes him the perfect villainous anime psychopath. If you didn't hear me correctly the last time, this man's also got the power to bring people back that he killed and use them as puppets. So technically you've got a psychopath ruler leading a mass of undead zombies and recruiting more people to his army. Surely the Night King would be very proud of this rabbit man.
こんな風に待ちぼうけて餌もらうだけの復讐なんて認められるか
But it's a Machiavellian from the inside. Normally, when love confessions go wrong, you start to find better options than having a long grudge towards your crush. But Masamune isn't like the most of us. When his crush rejects him, he makes sure to charm her, and then forcefully break up with her. Masamune is also very manipulative. Surely, he's got a lot to learn before he can reach the levels of Lelouch and Light Yagami, but I'm not talking about that kind of manipulation. This is that simple kind of seduction that makes a girl fall in love with you, only to crush her hopes once again. You can almost call him the modern romantic anti-hero. One reason what made Hunter x Hunter very appealing was its side characters and villains. Hisoka may have initially started out as a person who stood in the dark and manipulated the events to his favor, but as he got more screen time, we got to see the darker side of this man's personality. What makes him such a great psychopath is that he has both the brains and the power. Just like Lucy, but more cunning, authoritative, and manipulative. He's constantly searching for stronger opponents and only spare the ones he thinks are actually strong. Why? So they can grow more strong, come back, and challenge him again. So this hunter with the superiority complex definitely needs a spot on our list. How do you make an anime psychopath more violent? Make them a vampire. Duh. Alucard isn't just Dracula spelled backwards. It's Dracula spelled backwards with an emphasized psychopath tag attached to it. Alucard is ruthless, brutal, and doesn't hesitate to shoot anyone who pisses him off. One of the best examples is how he ate Luke Valentine as a dog and clashed guns with his nemesis, Anderson.
I'm a dog. Then you're dog food.
This vampire has a lot of personal issues, so it's common for him to vent his frustration on his enemies. He also has the ability to shapeshift, regenerate any body parts, heal, take maximum damage, even rise an army of the dead. Craziest vampire of all time? Ladies and gentlemen, meet Alucard.
本当に嘆かわしいことだ。
When the name has Psycho in the title, you know you clearly expect a few bizarre people to come along the way. But this one's not a bizarre one, but a true human psychopath. Why do I call him human? Because compared to the others on this list, we can relate to Shogo much easily. And needless to say, this one was written by the famous novelist Gen Urobuchi, the same man who gave backstories to characters like Kiritsugu from Fate Zero. So in this character, you can see the human side of things very clearly.
そんなものは後回しでいいんだよ。
What makes Makishima interesting is the way he uses his intellect. He may look like your average cool guy from the outside, but inside his head is a web of Machiavellian schemes, running left and right. He's also callous and cruel, and doesn't hesitate to use anyone's lives for his own advantage. I know, true psychopath right there. Now, hold your horses. I know what you're gonna say. He is a hero, correct. But don't forget this big brother made sure his own brother was transformed to a psychopath. What matters not is his utilitarian principle and making his little brother a person strong enough to fend for himself, but the way he made sure the events happened the way it is.
その目でよく見ておけ、サスケ。この一族の器の浅さを。
He killed Sasuke's own parents to motivate him, and then literally gouged out an eyeball during the fight. He is one of those anime psychopaths with a softer side, so as the events are revealed, you can't help but feel a love for him. Just like Makishima, here's a villain that's more human. He is a child who escaped from the hospital and completely ruined a doctor's life and left a trail of blood in his wake. Johann Liebert is one of the hardest people to understand. Yet by looking at his actions, you can tell he is more human underneath the rough skin he wears. At the same time, he's one of the difficult people to empathize with due to everything he's done.
死んだ方がマシだ。マシだ。マシだ。先生の望み通りにしてあげたんだよ。
Johann is not an anti-hero, but a complete villain, a monster the society created. The more we dive into the mysteries of the story, the more we get to see him. So in the end, you are almost rooting for him and our favorite, Dr. Tenma. Let's finish things off with the greatest psychopath of all time, shall we? Light Yagami might be your average schoolboy who used to get good grades, but that's until the Death Note fell into his lap. The Death Note was the perfect tool for anyone, but in the hands of a psychopath, it turned into a weapon of mass destruction. Yagami turned the tables on the worlds with only one notebook, and in return got the title of Kira.
That's right. I am Kira.
Despite the horrendous acts that he does, what makes us root for Yagami is his intellect. This boy has a solution for everything, even world domination. So the greatest anime psychopath of all time is also a person we cannot hate, and that's the charm of Light Yagami. So there goes 10 of the best anime psychopaths of all time, the dark and broody geniuses of anime. Did I miss anything out? Don't forget to mention it down below in the comments, and also hit that subscribe button for more awesome content like this. That's it for today, anime fans, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.